Hey everybody, I figured I'd go ahead and get my cassette and vinyl collection out of the way today. This is my third time trying to film this, so I'll go ahead and just get started because it will be quite a bit of a long video. So first cassette is a Barrett with a bitch with a moonstick. Hometown band, fucking amazing hardcore. This is on a pink tape. Um, yeah, really good. Extremely political in a typical hardcore fashion. Got some friends in the band. They played Go Skate Day. And yeah, they're a hometown band. Bandcamp HXC, or it's the Bandcamp is Barrett HXC. Bandcamp.com. That's BARRETTE. But yeah, super political stuff. Yeah, really good though. And then Noah, the guy that's in this, he also does a project called Nine Funeral, which is a really good grindcore, or mincecore, or fucking mince grind, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyways, next up, classic thrash album. This is Megadeth with Countdown to Extinction. 1990 Combat Records. If you haven't listened to this, that's pretty fucking bad. Big ass J card for Dave's big ass ego. And no, I'm not the hugest fan of Dave Mustaine. That's lyrics and shit. Not the hugest Megadeth fan. I don't know. I just feel like all the other thrash bands in the big four just slap him in the face. So, but that's just my opinion. And opinions are like asses. Everyone has one. Sure right. So yep, that is Megadeth with Countdown to Extinction. Next up, we got the newest full length from this band, Municipal Waste, Slime and Punishment. This is on a green cassette. This is put out through Nuclear Blast. Go ahead and just show the J card really quick. Lyrics. Picture of the band. If you haven't heard this album and you like Municipal Waste, you're retarded. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyways, Blind Buy from Going Underground Records. This is Rismoni, I believe is how you pronounce it, or to Rismoni or Irismoni or whatever. Blind Buy, I thought this was gonna be like some like black metal or some sludge or something like that. Hate that shit though. I hate whenever they don't label it 1 or 2 or A and B or whatever. So there's a J card. Lyrics, art, pretty basic. Nothing on this side, just pure white. If it seems like I'm burning through the cassettes, it's just because I tried to get one Notorious record out, and it wasn't happening. So last cassette that I have in my collection is Overkill with Horoscope. This is on Megaforce Records. Clear tape. This is a really good album by them, man. Again, found at my local record store for dirt cheap, as Going Underground is notorious for. Good selection, cheap price. They got a lot of used stuff. There's one more section of that. There we go. So we got lyrics. Picture of the band. Art. I know a lot of people don't like Overkill because of the vocals and shit, but I really like Overkill. Classic thrash. Speed. Yeah, and yeah, I do like overkill more than Megadeth, because God damn it. There we go. Okay. This is the record that I couldn't get out. My first record that I was going to show. I'm not even going to deal with this. This is Accept with I'm a Rebel. On what appears to be a first press, because it does say 1980, and that's when it was released. It doesn't say anything about it being a reissue or anything like that. So, to my knowledge, it's not a reissue. Next one, I have this one on CD. This is Bat with Wings of Chains. Great album by this band. Love Bat. This is on Plain Black. Got this at, again, Going Underground. I believe this comes with it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. I was like, I knew this came with an inner sleeve. So there's a collage, which I believe is upside down. And then on the back, lyrics on the back. All right. So yep, that's Bat with Wings of Chains. If you haven't checked that out and you like bands like Gehenna or Gehenna or however the hell you pronounce their name, Speed Trap, Enforcer, Motorhead, that's that territory right there. Next one up, we got Black Flag with Damaged. Classic punk album. Released by the ever so mighty SST Records on black vinyl. This skips on 6-pack and I hate it. And it says right there on the label, a sliced, diced, and unicorn meat sandwich re-release. So no OG press. Which I'm okay with. I'm not really too big of a first press, second press, re-release, fucking whatever. I just like the music, and I like having it on vinyl. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard this and you guys like metal, like I have a couple friends that love metal. Like they love like Belphegor, Behemoth, Aborted, Exhumed, all this like, you know, gnarly stuff, and they don't like just the classic shit, man. Black Flag, Damaged. If you haven't heard that, you need to do your homework. Anyways, another piece of homework material. This is Black Sabbath with Master of Reality. This copy is beat to all hell, but still spins relatively well, believe it or not. This is another one that from what I'm aware, I mean, this probably isn't a first press, but I don't know. Sound off in the comments, because I'm not sure, but what I am sure of with this album is that It's a fucking classic. Yep. The jacket is beat to shit. But the music and the vinyl is still tough. Too tough to die, that's for damn sure. But yeah. Master of Reality. Next one up, we got a Ronnie James Dio era. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Yep. Ronnie James Dio on vocals. I love this album. I absolutely love this album. This is I think, like, the album that got me into Sabbath, I'm pretty sure. If my memory serves correctly. This one, also, the record is in mint condition. Got it for dirt ass cheap. It just says 1980 Warner Brothers Music, so, like I said, not entirely sure if this is a first press, a second press, a re-release, a remastered digipack on fucking Blu-ray or whatever, I don't know. And I really don't care. But what I do care about is that this album is fucking amazing. And I have it on vinyl. And it sounds amazing. I've spun this multiple times already. And I just received this not too long ago. But this was another one I got from Going Underground. Same with Master of Reality, same with Damaged. Got all of them from Going Underground. And you will notice a theme that I like to buy a lot from Going Underground. Which, speaking of Going Underground, the next Sabbath record, well, maybe not in their discography, but the next one that I have is Mob Rules. Fuck. This album is great, man. Again, I'm playing Black. Another one that, actually, this is the next one to come in their discography. Whoops. Again, got this used for dirt ass cheap, and plays like a dream. The song Country Girl. Fell in love with a country girl. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It was either this one or it was Heaven and Hell that got me into this. It might have been the Mob Rules, actually, the song The Mob Rules. Regardless of which one it got me into Sabbath. Black Sabbath does not have a bad album in my opinion. Next one, this is going to take a turn for the dark side, but I fucking love this album. This is Black Witchery with Upheaval of Satanic Might. Amazing, amazing black death metal, war metal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is a single LP on a gatefold. I can't really see what's going on there, but yep, there's the art. No printed inner sleeve. Comes on regular black vinyl. Another one that I got from Going Underground. Jesus Christ, Gannon. Oh. Retard. Anyways. So the other label, Black Witchery. Yep, if you guys like black death metal, war metal, if you guys like Bastille Warlust, Blasphemy, Archgoat, well, no, Archgoat's more like black and death metal, Revenge, Conqueror, You know, shit like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anybody who's watching this collection video, it already knows all the genres, most likely, but if you don't, and this one does come with a poster that I'm getting framed, and this is of the album art, Black Witchery, Upheaval of Satanic Might. They've been playing in California recently, in Santa Ana, which is like 2 hours away from where I live. And I'm going to catch them the next time they play, because I love Black Witchery. And then, yep, just got to get a Desecration of the Holy Kingdom, or Holy Cross, I always forget. Pretty sure it's Desecration of the Holy Kingdom. On vinyl. But yeah, Killer, Black Death, War Metal, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, next one up, got a classic punk album, punk crossover album. This is Corrosion of Conformity with Eye for an Eye. Again, as far as I can tell, a first press. Again, got it for relatively cheap for its age at Going Underground. Same with the Black Witchery. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But yeah, man. This band combines like Black Sabbath with like a faster version of Black Flag. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard this, and you guys like punk, which you should, then I don't know, you're fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you, man. Yep, Corrosion of Conformity, Eye for an Eye. Beautiful album. Next up, we got one that's really hard to see the cover art for, but you can kind of see the logo there. This is Cremator with Nuclear War Now. Or, I'm sorry, not Nuclear War Now. That's who put it out, though. This is Cremator with Black Death Cults. And if you guys haven't heard this before, which is completely understandable because it's a little tiny sort of bit obscure. Which way is it coming out? This way. It's on a really, really cool color too. It looks like gray from right here, but if you can see, it's got like a black kind of merge type of thing going on. But yeah, this is like, I don't know what you'd really classify this as. I'd say it's probably like black and death metal. Maybe. I fucking hate these plastic sleeves, and I know that Motley Crue Forever One hates them too. Jesus, man. Fucking aggravating. Anyways. But yeah, this is a collection of demos by Canadian band Cremator. Put out by Nuclear War Now. This was a blind buy for me. And I saw that it was put out by Nuclear War Now. And Nuclear War Now definitely does not disappoint. I don't think I've ever heard a bad Nuclear War Now release. So, you know, I figured, it was cheap as hell. Going Underground was having a sale at the time. And so I went ahead and picked it up and spun it, and it is amazing. Very creepy. God, the last track on this LP has these like whispers that are just like, it's just like, you know, instrumentation, so, you know, crazy gnarly riffs on that album. But it's got like these crazy gnarly riffs going on, just blast beat, and all you hear in the background is just like, and it's just like the fucking creepiest thing ever, man. Not as creepy as KFR, but anyways. Next one up, got a new thrash release from Foreseen. This is Helsinki Savagery. This is a good album, man. Really like Foreseen a lot. They remind me a lot of Power Trip, minus the hardcore element. This is on a purple vinyl. But yeah, printed in their sleeve. Pictures of the band playing live. And then lyrics. I don't believe this comes with anything else. But yeah, they kind of play in the vein of like a... I'm trying to think of like the easiest band to compare them to. I don't know. Maybe Destruction. Maybe like a Toxic Holocaust, except for not, not like blackened at all. Very just like kind of not blast beaty, I guess, because it wouldn't really be like super fast, but kind of like I don't know. I'd say maybe like Destruction, maybe Anthrax, maybe SOD. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, that's a great album though if you like thrash metal, especially new thrash metal. Next one up, we got classic debut release from new wave of British heavy metal heavyweights. This is Grim Reaper with See You in Hell. Another one that I got at Going Underground. Again, from what I can tell, this is a first press, from what I can tell. This is a killer cover of Necro Lust, by the way. But yeah, great album. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a classic. If you like new wave of British heavy metal, which I don't see why you wouldn't, but Next one up, another thrash album. This is a live album. This is Hyrax with Thrash and Destroy. This is Jesus. This is from their set at Keep It True. This shit sucks because it's a double LP with no gatefold. But that's the first album, first LP. Kind of cool, like green with black and white merge shit going on. Yeah, there's a part in this where the singer, apparently there's two people fighting down there, and he's just like, hey, fucking stop it. You guys stop fighting. Love each other. He says some shit like that. And the crowd just goes fucking wild. They're just like, oh yeah, love. And he's like, broken neck, bah. But yeah, man, Hyrax, they kill it. Sacred Reich and Hyrax just played at the Roxy. And I didn't know about it until like a couple days before the show. And The tickets were only $25, and it bummed me out so bad because I was like, damn, Hyrax at the Roxy, and well, Hyrax and Sacred Reich. But apparently they had a short set, which is a bummer. But Sacred Reich and Hyrax, they're both badass. Anyways, next new wave of British heavy metal album. This is Iron Maiden with Number of the Beast. This album needs absolutely 130 million% zero introduction. This is on some hefty 180 gram vinyl. It's got the Eddie on this side. Yep. Ah, come on, man. Don't do the same thing that the fucking Accept record did to me. Jesus. Alright, there we go. Hate it when paper sleeves do that. Anyways. This one, unlike the other Maiden reissues, or at least the ones that I have, does come with an extra. It's actually an extra sleeve, so if you want to put the record in here, you can do that, but I'll just keep it in the regular sleeve to preserve that. Amazing shit. Yep, this is Bruce Dickinson on vocals. You know, this started the era of the Bruce Dickinson era, and then they had Killers and self-titled before that. Alright, come on. Cool. Yep, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. Need I say more about this album? I don't have to list my favorite tracks off of this album because every single one is my favorite track. Next one up, another new wave of British heavy metal classic. This is Judas Priest with British Steel. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah. Everybody knows this album, man. I don't need to introduce this whatsoever. Again, got the set Going Underground. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got all of these from Going Underground, if I'm not mistaken. This one has a fat scratch in it, though, unfortunately. Right through there. But, you know, I knew that I had to have this once I saw it. So it was kind of one of those, because he, the guy that, you know, owns Going Underground, did some, you know, good new wave of British heavy metal restocks. And I was like, ah, cool, man. I've been in the mood for picking up some new wave of British heavy metal, and I saw that, and it was kind of just like in my tote bag. Same thing with this one. This is Judas Priest with Screaming for Vengeance. Again, absolutely zero introduction needed. Mine has a fat seam split on the top. I mean, that's pretty bad. But, and the inner sleeve is in pretty bad condition as well. But I got it for dirt cheap. It's a classic album. Not nearly as beat up as my British Steel is, but you know, I can always get an upgrade copy if I need to. But you know, for the time being, it was kind of just one of those things where it was like, you know, I saw it, you know, for dirt cheap, and this. Here's how records. This is hilarious. Here's how records give you more of what you want. The best for less. Records give you top quality for less money than any other recorded form. It's definitely not the case anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the sound quality, department, because I know that this one spins like a beast. But they definitely aren't cheap anymore. That's for damn sure. Oh my god, this is what I get for keeping my window open. Oh my god, this is retarded. Wow, okay, that was a pain in the ass. Anyways, Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. We're at 32 minutes. And not even close to done. Next one up, Millions of Dead Cops. More Dead Cops. Saw it in DC. Here in my hometown. And they had vinyl. And I love vinyl. So... and I love MDC, so it was a no-brainer to get this printed in her sleeve. And then this is on red vinyl. Very nice red vinyl. Put out by Beer City. Actually, now that I think about it, that's kind of an interesting color. It's like a red, magenta sort of shit. I'm not really sure. Anyways, that's Millions of Dead Cops. More Dead Cops. That's like their classic, man. Even though it is... God damn it. Drop this shit. Even though it is a compilation, this is like the... That's like the... that's like their album. Has all the good shit on it. Anyways, this is Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Absolutely zero introduction for this album. This is the album that, next to Slayer's Show No Mercy, arguably got me really into thrash. Like the old shit, you know. Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, SOD, stuff like that. That's on black vinyl. It's just a, good old blackened re-release. So, this album stays in print for a reason. Metal Militia is my favorite track. My favorite Metallica song ever. because I love the aggression. So good. Anyways, second full length from Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Love this, love this album. This is, again, another blackened re-release. If you haven't heard this album, or you don't like Metallica, you're wrong. And please tell me if I'm wrong for not liking Megadeth. Yep, that's Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Again, nothing that I can say about this album. That hasn't already been said For Whom the Bell Tolls was on Zombieland. And then, Fade to Black, Fight Fire with Fire. Great songs. Next one, this is in between the Black Album and Master of Puppets. This is Injustice for All. This is a great album. I hated this album for a long time too. I don't know why. Never listened to it. It's probably because this is a double LP and it's not a gatefold. These are both on black, and I really don't feel like pulling out both LPs, so they're both on black vinyl. And it's a classic, so why the hell would I pull it out anyways, Again, this is just a re-release through Blackened Recordings, but absolutely cannot go wrong with Metallica and Justice for All. You got One, Harvester of Sorrow, Blackened. It's great. Next up, first album from Municipal Waste. Waste 'Em All. I love Municipal Waste. If you guys couldn't tell already, this is on white vinyl with the MW on that side. And then we got inner sleeve. Shit. Got the little lyric sheet. Oh god, here we go again. The damn sheets. There we go. But yeah. Didn't hear this album for a long time because I don't have it on like Spotify, iTunes, anything like that. Had to find it out through YouTube years after I, already loved Municipal Waste and everything like that. The Executioner, Sweet Attack, Mutants of War, Knife Fight, Drunk as Shit, Substitute Creature, Waste 'Em All, Toxic Revolution, Thrash Don't Mind If I Do, Dropped Out, Jock Pit. I mean, basically this whole album is amazing. Old school, and Tony sounds very angry on this album. I mean, this is the most pissed off I've ever heard Tony sound on a Municipal Waste album. Next up, biggest jump in discography ever as far as vinyl goes, but it's really hard to get some of this shit on vinyl. Municipal Waste, Slime and Punishment, newest full length. I have this on CD, vinyl, and cassette, so fanboy it up. I love Municipal Waste, what can I say? This does come with a sheet, printed inner sheet sleeve. Picture of the band with lyrics around them. Lyrics on this side. And I got this on the coolest color ever. This is like a green and cream sort of splatter. Amazing record to look at, amazing record to spin, amazing record to listen to, amazing record to work to, amazing record to skate to, amazing record to chill to, hang out to. What am I doing? I'm retarded. But yeah, if you like, okay, if you have listened to Municipal Waste and you don't like them, that is fair. I will never judge you for that. But if you hate them just because they like to party and their lyrics are a little dumb sometimes, then, you know, and, or you've just heard, you know, all the shit about, oh, they're not talented, they make the same album, like, just like, if you're one of those people, die, please. Anyways, Knockmistium with Eulogy 4. Knockmistium is like a psychedelic black metal band, I don't know. They played at Festum Carnus this year. This is on black vinyl. Really good. I mean, really solid. Almost kind of got like a thrash element in there. Definitely less psychedelic than their other releases, if I'm not mistaken. Knockmistium is amazing. Well, actually, I should say that album is amazing because their other stuff I can't really speak for. Anyways, this is Obsessor with the Obsession Collection. This is a one-man blackened thrash metal project by a man by the name of Brian. And he absolutely rips shit up, man. I mean, Tank Crimes put this out. This is just on regular black vinyl. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? Black and thrash. Actually, I wouldn't even really say it's like super blackened. Maybe not in the musical aspect, but in a atmospheric and lyrical aspect, it's very, very dark. So if you like black and thrash, if you like Toxic Holocaust, you should check this shit out because this is amazing. And they have a live lineup, and I really want to see them. Anyways, next up, got some grindcore. Phobia, Get Up and Kill. Ah, this is an awesome record, man. Yeah. Set to Rage, Insults of Defeat, Get Up and Kill, Time to Seize, Revolutionary's Hell. This album's amazing. So good. This one does come with a poster, but it's of the album art, so I'm not really too into showing that for whatever reason. Side 2. And side 1. Amazing stuff. If you like grindcore or you are getting into grindcore, then you should definitely check out Phobia's stuff. They also have the Grind Your Fucking Head In. I believe it's what it's called. We are at 43 minutes. Yeah, we're at 43 minutes and I still can't get a damn record sleeve in. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yep. Phobia, Get Up and Kill. Great grindcore, what can I say? Next up, Power Trip, Manifest Decimation. This is their first full length. Texas thrash crossover hardcore maniac brutes of destruction. This is on black vinyl. I specifically remember getting this off of Amazon when I bought my record sleeves because it was like $13, I believe. But yeah, Power Trip with Manifest Decimation. Um, Murderer's Row was the first song that I heard by Power Trip, and I freaking loved it. It's on Chris Russell's American Psycho part, which if any of you guys are skateboarders, you would know. Chris Russell is a heavyweight, not literally, but he's a beast. Anyways, more new wave of British heavy metal. This is Saxon, The Power and Glory. Classic 80s Saxon album. What can I say, man? Again, going underground. Got it for dirt cheap. Plays like a fucking dream if you haven't listened to this album. Like, I feel like there's some people that just like jump straight into like the most extreme form of metal. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm technical, brutal, slamming, fucking blackened gore grind or something like that. And then they, I mean, yeah, cool if you're into that. I mean, I'm not impressed, but like they don't know any of the classics. They don't know the Saxon. They don't know Angel Witch. They don't know, Iron Maiden. They don't know, any of that stuff. So it's like, hey, good for you if you listen to, all you do is listen to Hemorrhage all day or whatever. Like, that's cool, but gotta know the classics. Like this one. This is Slayer, Show No Mercy, debut album by my favorite band, probably, next to, Municipal Waste, anyways. First record I ever bought with my own money. The inner sleeve is in terrible shape. Yep, first record I ever bought with my own money. On red vinyl. Oh man, what can I say? Classic album, man. I remember when I was first getting into, metal and stuff like that, Slayer was like really the only metal band that I really listened to, cuz I listened to a lot of just kind of, popular music when I was a kid because, my parents don't like metal. Nobody at my school that I knew, at least, liked metal, or if they did, they were assholes or whatever. And I remember I found this album, and I just, listened to this nonstop. Listened to Die by the Sword, Fight Till Death, Cryonics, The Final Command, and Show No Mercy. Over and 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 over again. And then my buddy Alex was like, hey, Slayer's playing in town, and I was like, we have to go. So my first concert ever was Testament, Carcass, and Slayer, or it was Carcass, Testament, Slayer, at, in my hometown. First mosh pit I was ever in. Best experience of my entire life, and I've never listened to rap or popular kind of music since. I've been a metalhead by choice, not because it's the cool thing, but just because I don't know. I think maybe it came with age. It was just such a shock to me, like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I haven't gotten over it yet. Anyways, another album that needs absolutely zero introduction. This is Hell Awaits by Slayer. This one is definitely way darker than Show No Mercy. Creepiest shit some of the creepiest stuff I had ever heard. And I love this album, man. This is such a killer album. Alright, next one up. SOD. Speak English or Die. I did not like this band for a long time, and I remember I heard the opening riff to the first first song off the album, which is March of, or it's shit, what the hell? It's March of the SOD, yeah. March of the SOD, that's what I thought. And then the second one is Sergeant D and the SOD. The and I was just like, oh my god, this is a heavy shit ever. Anyways, so this is actually a first press, which I'm really proud of. Like, I know I was just saying like, I don't care about first press, second press, but this is like, because I love this album, man. Even though it took me a little bit to, get around to really, really liking this album, it shit means the world to me. And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, I'm never gonna find a copy of this on vinyl. And then they did the 30th edition or 30-year represses. I was like, that's cool, but it's expensive as hell. And then I walked into Going Underground one day and I saw this. Pulled it out, saw the silver label, picked it up just like that. Alright, next one. We got Terrorizer with World Downfall. Again, if you like grindcore. Okay, if you say you like grindcore, like I have a few friends that are like, oh yeah, I love grindcore, Ass Suck and Phobia and Insect Warfare and Magruder Grind and Rotten Sound and all this stuff. Never heard of Terrorizer. Absolute blasphemy in my opinion. Classic album. This was the first grindcore album that I ever heard, and I loved it. This is the Earache Full Dynamic Range reissue. Yeah. Everybody who likes grindcore should know Fear of Napalm, the beginning part. Oh, man. Yep. Is right. Terrorizer's World Downfall. Full Dynamic Range reissue by Earache. And the last album. If any of you guys know me personally, I worship this album. Love Venom so much. This is Black Metal, 1982 release by a classic new wave of British heavy metal band that coined the term black metal. You know what, this one doesn't come with a sheet or anything, so I'll just pull it out. But, if you want my opinion on the whole, did Venom start black metal thing? Motley Crue Forever One has a video called Metal Rants, and it's called Venom versus Bathory. If you want my opinion is basically exactly the same as his. Hence why I like so many of his videos. Because we think alike on a lot of stuff. Like he made that Metal Rants video about glam metal. And I totally agree with him. It's like, okay, if you don't like glam metal and you've listened to a decent amount of it and you just, you're not really into it, you got your Wasp, your Motley Crue, your Dawkins, Cinderella, stuff like that. If you don't like it, then, that's fine, at least you tried. And, you came with a, conclusion on it. But, like, if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to his Inquisition and fucking, Insomnia and shit, it's like, and like glam metal and thrash metal and death metal and everything sucks. I just like, well, even though Insomnium is technically melodic death metal. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Basically, you shouldn't really bash any musical genre unless you at least know a slight, bit about it. At least, you've listened to it enough to where you can kind of bash it. But then again, bashing anything is kind of stupid because, it's your opinion and everything like that. But I mean, just like people who bash deathcore, people aren't going to stop making deathcore, and there's some really good deathcore out there. Just like there's some really good glam metal out there. Just like there's some really good metalcore, like Converge, and there's... anyways, so, getting off topic. anyways, that was my vinyl LP and cassette collection video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks if you made it all the way to the end. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and start posting collection updates. I have a few CDs, which, hint, the Behemoth one is one of them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my collection and everything like that. And go ahead and post down in the comments, what you think of new wave or British heavy metal, speed metal, thrash metal, doom metal. What's your favorite genres? Give me some bands to check out, stuff like that. So, and yeah, so that's basically it. Until next time, see you guys.